Yes! Finally, after all these years, I've found it. The rules of the Homiestock. Section 1. Defining SDs and Homiestocks. Ah yes, yin and yang, sucking dick at the game and being a good friend. SDing and Homiestocking. These two actions are the same in practice, but are fueled by entirely different motives. First, we have the former, SDs. An SD is any sort of unintentional death, with some exceptions we'll discuss later. Missing a ledge dash, up being in the wrong direction, misinputting off stage, these are all token ways to SD. And on the other side of the coin, we have the latter, Homiestocking. As stated earlier, a Homiestock is essentially the same as an SD, but with a different intent behind it. A Homiestock is one of the highest displays of friendship, and shows even after all the insults towards their character, playstyle, and appearance, the person you're playing against is still your friend. Unless you lose the game, then they're a total cunt. Now that we have the basics out of the way, let's mosey on into the second section. Section 2. When not to Homiestock. Before we go over any other rules or regulations, we have to go over the most important piece of advice I have in this video. Never, ever Homiestock a Falcon player. Every Falcon man is inherently evil, so giving them any sort of respect will only lead to your downfall. Plus, every Falcon player is a huge masochist, meaning that any sort of pain is a surefire way to get them hard. Almost as hard as Falcon's gilded nipples. Now that that's out of the way, time to truly move on to the second section. If your opponent is about to land the sickest combo since God's 6 days of creation, but they fuck up the finisher, don't Homiestock. By not Homiestocking, you let the fact that your opponent fucked up rub in. They now have to sit there thinking about all that could have been. But the opposite effect can also occur. By not Homiestocking, you show that you are indeed trying your hardest to win, giving them an extra layer of validation on top of the fact they almost put you in a GR Smash video. Last, but the most petty rule of all, don't Homiestock your opponent if they refused to Homiestock you in the past. If they don't have the decency to help a gamer out, why should you? Section 3. When to Homiestock. Moving into the third section, we have rules on when to Homiestock. First, if an SD occurs early into the game, make sure to Homiestock. You remember the last time you accidentally side beat off the stage when you were trying to laser his Falco, so give them a bit of courtesy, and do what you wish others would do to you. Alternatively, you can also restart the match. Whenever your opponent misses a ledge dash, you are obligated to perform a ledge dash as well. If you don't, you'll miss every ledge dash for the rest of the set. If you miss it, oh well. But if you land, oh boy. You just asserted yourself as the man in the room. You showed your opponent that not only have you mastered the many quirks of Melee, but you're also on a significantly higher level of skill than them. Finally, during any kind of ditto, make sure to Homiestock. You need to be able to prove to your opponent that you are superior in every way possible, so having them start with a deficit would completely detract from that. And that's all she wrote. Now, I know these rules may be difficult to remember, but fret not. I have a patented, foolproof method to remember everything I told you in this video. It's simple, just don't Homiestock.